So what's something you don't like about it and you don't want it to happen again? Like something, oh, I don't like this thing about this thing and you don't want it to happen again.
So I'm just going to talk about, I guess, fitness overall, but something I don't like is the fact that people are almost scared of I don't want to eat too many carbs, or I don't drink any alcohol because I'll just blow up. I just feel like people have a very unhealthy relationship with like what it really means to be healthy. So one thing I just don't like is people who just push like diets. You shouldn't diet. It's just like replace something. Like instead of yellow potatoes, do red potatoes or sweet potatoes. Sweet potato fries instead of regular fries. You don't have to just not eat potatoes, or you don't have to not eat rice. Like instead of just plain white rice, do jasmine or brown or basmati. So I just don't like how people make others feel like they can't actually enjoy food, or how others make people feel like, if all you like to do is walk, that's all you have to do to actually achieve what you want. Or if all you like to do is swim or Pilates, like everyone's like level or idea of fitness like doesn't have to be what they're seeing all over the internet to actually be healthy. So I just don't like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I see a lot of people say, oh, in the morning you should wake up at 5, go to gym, have coffee at 6, have this. According to you, you don't have to do all of that.
You don't, but I can't lie. I wake up at 5.
Yeah, you said that.
But I feel like, so it's so interesting. So before I moved to Texas, I was remote for 5 years. So me, I'm enjoying life, waking up just on the laptop and going to the gym whenever. And I feel like a lot of people were like, oh, well, you work remote, so you have time to go to the gym. Or people didn't even know I had a job. So, oh, well, you do fitness full time, so of course you're in the gym. So now that I go into the office, I'm like, no. At the end of the day, sometimes things are really just excuses. So I'm like, I do want to show people, like, if your schedule is so busy because you're going to work, wake up early. It's only hard to wake up early because you're going to sleep late. But why are you going to sleep late? Because you're up watching TV. Me, I don't even have a TV in my room because I know it's a distraction. So why would I distract myself where I'm going to sleep? So sometimes I just feel like, again, if I'm going out every weekend, it's just because I'm being strict during the week. But it's not, the weekend is coming and now I'm a homebody and I'm still just waking up early on the weekend. I just feel like that's where the balance comes into play.
What time do you go to bed?
9.
Are you always going to at 9 every day?
I try my best. Like tonight, will I go to bed at 9? Probably not.
Yeah, because you're gonna be
but at a certain point when you're in a consistent routine, my body tomorrow will still naturally wake up early because it's used to it. So
that makes sense. So do you ever get tired?
Yes.
When and how?
I'm even tired now.
Oh no. Yeah, because what I'm trying to like understand, what I actually understand from what you've been saying is that you're like, wake up 5, go to gym before anything, then do what you do for the rest of the day. Me, let's say I go to gym today.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not going tomorrow. I'm sure if I go like, oh, I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to be disciplined. I can only be disciplined for like maybe 3 or 4 days, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
I tried my best, and I think I'm building a question actually. So let's say I go to 3 days. I'm sorry. Oh, I want to lose a belly fat or so, and I did not see any results in 3 days.
Yeah.
I'm like, this thing is not working. So people like me that are thinking of going into fitness and stuff, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm always thinking, by the way, I'm always thinking of going to do something, but I never do it. So what advice would you give someone like me?
My advice would be focus on your uncomfort. So if you go, you look in the mirror after 3 days, I don't have 6-pack yet. Would you rather not go anymore and still not have 6-pack, or okay, I'll go tomorrow because inevitably it'll be better? They say like 1% better every day. So it's like, okay, you don't see the long-term effects of eating a burger today, but if you eat a burger every day, you're going to gain weight. You don't see the effects of eating cleaner until later. But I also say, like, just focus on something that has nothing to do with physical. It's still mental. Like, exercise like really helps like your mental health, and also having accountability. A lot of people kind of hate social media, but I love it. Social media is my accountability partner. Every day you check my story in the morning, I'll literally put 1 out of 5. So today was my 3 out of 5 because it's Wednesday. Because, you know, you have evil spirits, monitoring spirits sometimes watching. So the fact that I know, oh, okay, or someone, it might even just be motivated, like, oh, like Casey, every week she's going. And it's like, now I feel like, I have to because people are watching. So I feel like that helps. Or just having friends to really hold you accountable. Like, I actually recently got myself an accountability partner because I don't always feel like working out. For like probably the past 2 months up until this past 2 weeks, I started working out later and later and later and later. I wasn't waking up early anymore. I'm snoozing the alarm and just barely getting to work on time. Because again, you're not always going to feel motivated, but you just really need like a support system. That's why a lot of times, like, when people in the fitness industry, like when we sell workout programs, we also have accountability groups in the program, because you just need that. Like, do you want this other person to outwork you? You have the same goal. You wake up, go back to sleep, and then you see in the chats, oh, this person, it'll just do something to you. We're naturally competitive. So I just feel like having that accountability, 1, and then 2, focusing on something again that's just has nothing to do with the physical.
Yeah, so thank you for that. That makes sense, but I think I kind of figure out why I stopped my own. It's funny. It's a funny reason. So last time I was in Houston, I lived in Houston for like 3 or 6 months, I think. So I wanted to go to the gym. The person told me, I said I want to build muscle and stuff. You see, I don't need gym now. I need food. That you're so skinny, you can't gain anything. Go eat this. Eat like 5 times a day, and then when you are now like overfed, then you can now come to the gym to do this. So when next I go was in Dallas, and then when I go there, ever since I started eating more, I get more lazy or more tired or something. I don't know if that makes sense. So now the energy that I have that I can use to go to the gym, then I don't have it anymore. So I don't know if that makes sense. If what I'm saying makes sense or not.
It does make sense. It's so funny because I probably would have gave you like the opposite advice. Like, I would have gave the same advice, but I would have told you to do it at the same time. Only because exercise, you're even going to naturally be hungrier. So you would have naturally been eating more. So I do feel you because food, especially if it's good, it'll give you the itis. You'll just be tired. You'll just be sleeping. Like, oh my goodness. So I definitely understand. I will give you a tip though. Maybe after a meal, try to walk around and see how you feel after. But if you eat and then you're just chilling, even sometimes I catch myself standing while I'm eating. Cause I don't want to, like, if you're just comfortable eating, it's over.
I eat like this. I put my leg on the chair. I put the food on I have this little ball thing I put. After I eat, I'm shuffling a movie. So by the time the food is done, maybe I'm on let's say I have the show that I watch all the time, Blacklist.
Ooh.
So it has 10 seasons, and I can tell you I've watched it over 4 times or 5. I don't remember. So now I'm back on season 9. So maybe this is my 6th time. I'm back on season 9. So every time I watch it, I found something interesting going on that I missed in the first 5 times. Now the food, I'm done with it. I already abandoned the plate. Now I'm focused on this stuff. So I don't know how people actually do it. Like, oh, you have to be disciplined. You have to be this. I feel like they are talking to themselves and not me. Because all the advice are not working for me, and most time I eat in the midnight. So that's why I'm trying to ask a question. But continue.
I think it's because you have a nice physique, so you probably
nice like this.
Yeah, it's not slapping you in the face.
Yeah.
But if you were in a position where you just walk 5 feet and you're out of breath, you probably would be.
I mean, because I work every weekend.
Yeah,
I work every weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm always running around. Yeah. So I was going to ask this. So you said you changed from Melissa Beauty to Nkasì Fitness.
Malicious Fitness.
Oh, fitness, not beauty. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, malicious
Okay,
fitness. Because back then I was solely was training, so I'm like, malicious, like turn all that malicious negative intent and turn it into positive by releasing that energy in the gym. So yeah. And
What
then I
made you
changed it to
actually choose
Nkasì.
Nkasì, apart from the Igbo background?
So I was like thinking, I'm like, okay, I know I want something athletics because it makes sense. But I was like, I was like, you know what? One thing about athletic wear, it has to be comfortable. It's like, listen, for the sake of a nice photo op moments, a woman will put a tight dress, you're barely breathing, for the vibes, aesthetics, pictures, ambiance. You can't do that with athletic wear. You're doing splits, jumping jacks, backflips, running. So you have to be comfortable. Like, I feel like that's the biggest essence, regardless of what it is that you're doing. So I was like, what's the word for comfort? Nkasì. So it's really comfort athletics, like in the grand scheme. It's actually funny because it's hard for a lot of people to pronounce Nkasì.
Yeah.
I might even have to just nickname it NK.
I think people actually can pronounce anything they want. They just choose not to. I always think, I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of, this kind of work that I'm into. I meet a lot of people every day, like different ethnics, everybody every day. And I'm telling you, two people, same tribe, same ethnic, same anything. One will pronounce my name right, and one will pronounce it bad on purpose. I always think, oh, maybe they made a mistake, but until I see somebody of the same, they went to the same school or wherever they go to, pronounce it the right way. Oh, Fawaz, it's a very simple name. And you're like, Fawaz? How do you pronounce it? Like, my name is very simple, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
There's this Russian name, Vladimir. That name is very hard. I don't know how to pronounce it before. Like Vladimir. I just put I in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
But people will pronounce it right because of the person he is.
Right.
But the person the name is actually way more, which would is much more simpler. African name is hard for people. This is not hard.
Right.
But if they pronounce somebody else that's not African, that they have all this R, S, T, W in their name.
Yeah.
Lewandowski is a Barcelona player. And I'm telling you, I can pronounce it way like Lewandowski. I just pronounce it.
Yeah.
But if he's not rich or he's not that stature or whatever, they pronounce it wrong. Or people can learn how to pronounce it if they're actually interested in the stuff. So it's not hard.
Exactly.
That's just my piece of advice. So don't change your name. As long as you're proud of it, people will adapt.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think. So I always end the show with one question. What's the name? That's the name of the show. It's what next?
Okay.
But I'm not gonna go there yet. I'm gonna ask this one.
Okay.
It's a question I ask everybody also. It says, what's one question you always want to answer but nobody ever asks you?
Oh, wow.
That's
That's
tough.
a good question.
Thank you.
One question I always want to answer that nobody ever asks me. Will you marry me? That's like the first thing that came to mind, but yeah.
I don't know how that's related to anything, but I'm gonna ask.
Oh, in relation? Oh, let's see. Wow. Yeah.
It's tough.
It is tough. That's so interesting. I really like this question though.
Yeah, it makes you think. Like your mind will be like, if you watch all this movie, like all these two, the one of that they were Men in Black. No, not Men in Black. The one of this guy that does
I was about to say Boyz II Men.
no, the one that shoots people. I forget his name. Keanu Reeves or whatever his name is. That they killed is John Wick.
Okay.
Yeah, there
John
was
Wick.
a movie that he did in the past that they have to like go from one word to another.
Yeah, I'm not a movie.
I forget the name. No,
Yeah.
no. Don't worry, I remember. But yeah, that's what the question makes you do. It makes you think.
Yeah, I'm like,
So that one question, I don't want to go to the paper.
I really I
Can't think of anything
at all.
Okay,
Like,
so we're gonna go to the what next.
okay.
After the what next, if you can think of anything, just let me know, and if you can't, it's okay.
Okay.
So the question, big question that I ask last on the show every time: what next? What next of, I did not pronounce that right, I'm gonna say it again. What next of Nkasì Fitness? What's we, your fans, what should we be expecting from you?
Nkasì Athletics.
Athletics, not fitness. Why do I keep saying fitness?
So it used to be Malicious Fitness, but now it's Nkasì Athletics.
Okay, maybe because you said Melissa, that's why I forget. It's okay. So Nkasì Athletics.
There you go.
Wow. He has a lot of T and a lot of hardness. That means strong. So I can feel the strongness in the name already. So it's a really great name.
Powerful.
So what next of Nkasì Athletics? What should we be expecting, we your fans?
Okay, so October, I am dropping my new collection. I'm so excited because this is the first time that I'm dropping this many pieces. I used to drop like 2 pieces, but it would just be a variety of different color options. But this time it's like multiple, like 10 pieces for women, like 8 pieces for men. And this is coming October, which is my birthday month. So I'm really excited.
October what?
27, that's my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's gonna drop October 25th, 2 days before my birthday. So it's gonna be a great season.
Happy birthday in advance. I can feel it already.
Thank you. It's like my last year in my 20s. I feel like I'm getting old.
Oh, no. I just said life start at 40, so you have not even scratched the surface.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I like that.
My last birthday that I went to shoot,
Yeah.
that's what everybody was telling him.
Oh, wow.
Life start at 40. He said he used to think people that are 40 years old are old until he himself turned 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. So life start at 40. You are not old. You are still young. So 30 years young, not 30 years old. Sorry, I don't know if that makes sense. I just like to stand tough.
It does make sense. I got like, because I'm 28, so I'll be 29. It'll be my last year saying goodbye to my.
How does that make you feel?
It's kind of sad, but it's also exciting. I'm trying to, I guess I'm just looking forward to what this new decade, when the time comes, because I will still be in my 20s until
26.
Yeah, I think so. Well, actually, no, until 2025.
25 is next year.
I turned 29 this year.
Yeah, 25 is next year.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel so sad myself whenever I think of, like, back then I used to, like, people that I used to call old.
Yeah.
People that I always say, oh, these people are like, oh, this person 25, that's a lot of age. Like, oh. Then I remember it was just 13, then I was just 15. I'm like, oh, that's a long. And then when I get to those years, I'm like, what's the old thing I was talking about? Yeah.
Life is
yeah. There was this day I was asking myself, am I actually rich, or is this what people call rich, or is it like the guy that came earlier? He was like saying a lot of stuff. Oh, the camera costs 8K. I said, yes. Like the way he was, I was like, okay. So I don't know how to answer that kind of question. So yeah, it makes sense. I don't see the thing that's old, the thing that's like people say rich. I think you have to be there for you to actually know. Just like money doesn't bring happiness, you have to add the money first for you to know if it actually does or not.
That makes
so
sense.
Happy birthday in advance.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the product you're launching.
Thank you.
And it's so nice to have you on show, and we hope to have you another time.
Yes, I hope so too.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Bring me back on here.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank
It's been a nice conversation, and peace out.